Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Here's another session of the Dream Team webinar. It happens every Sunday from 12:45. My name is Marie Pendy. I am one of the Dream Team leaders, and I'm here to welcome all of you. I've gone around and called individual names, and I will hand it over to Alfred and Chair. Alfred, are you ready?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Sister Marie Pendy. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are joining us around the world. This is the Dream Team webinar. As I indicated earlier, that here at the Dream Team webinar, we give the facts just as they are at your OES. We do not hype on this platform. So, having said that, welcome, 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 everyone. Sister Marie Pendy, take it away.
Welcome, everyone, and thank you, Brother Alfred. Thank you, Sister Marie. Thank you for making us very welcome on this platform. And on this platform, we have the non-verbal update and the verbal update. The non-verbal update is in our signature tune, In It to Win It. The voice behind that song is our own very sister on this platform, Sister Loretta Shadere. Thank you. And the images and information that is on that video is gifted to us by our own brother on this platform, Dr. Derek Clark. So without wasting time, I'm going to play the In It to Win It song, and we'll take it from there. Sorry, I'm trying to get our options that we need. Yes, we're in it to win it. Our next stop is ONPASSIVE. We don't have any other stop. Right now, this is our stop, our final bus stop, our final train stop, our final stop, final. Without wasting time, I know a lot of us are very excited to hear what our brother said, Jeffrey, have to say to us today. Before we get there, I want to pass it over to our team moderator. The moderating team is the one that makes this meeting run smoothly in the background. Without them, it will be chaos. So over to you, my queen sisters. Sister I, Sister Debbie, over to you.
Hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're calling from. I'm probably going to be saying afternoon most of the time because it's afternoon in my neck of the woods. What a blessed Sunday. And thank you very much, Sister Lerato, for that music. Every time they play it, it just like it's the first time I'm hearing it. I love it. Thank you all for making it here this afternoon. You would have been somewhere else, but you chose to be here with us. And so we welcome all of you. I want to give a big shout out to the welcome team. You always make us feel at home. I don't mind you calling me 50 times. I just enjoy it. The voices, the warmness, the love that you share, I just enjoy it. Thank you very much. Amen. And we have a very interesting agenda today. So I'm going to let my co-sister say a word before we continue. Sister Debbie, I'm so happy to see you. I know you've been back, but I have been missing in action.
Hello, everyone. Greetings to you. Good evening from me. You said good afternoon, but for me, it's evening. I am not back. I've been trying for the past 30 minutes to log in unsuccessfully, and my camera cannot allow me to open, but I will try to refresh again later on. Greetings to each and everyone. It's such an honor seeing all the beautiful faces today. Brother Jeffrey, you're looking awesome. I'm not going to take too much time. I'll pass it back to Sister Irene to continue while I try to get my camera on. I'm going to log out and log back in. Thank you all so much. We're so grateful to have you with us today. We appreciate you always joining us every Sunday at the same time. Back to you, Sister Irene.
Thank you, Sister Debbie. Glad to hear your voice. Please, I hope it's going to be, the internet is going to be welcoming so that you can be with us. We can see your face and enjoy the voice. So like I said, we have a packed agenda this afternoon, and we are all looking forward to hear from our brother who is not new, who is one that we don't need to introduce, but he always brings us enough stuff that you just want to say, wow. So I know everybody is waiting for that. But before we get there, we have to have our minds ready. We have to have our minds prepared. We have to be in the right place to listen to him. And no one else will keep us in that mood but our very own Sister Lerato Shadari. We haven't heard your voice in a while, sis. You are welcome. Over to you.
Hi, sis. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh my God, I missed you so much. I really missed hearing your voice too. And everybody here, I mean, it's been so long. Like, I don't know, it feels like a year. I can't hear you, Sister Irene.
No, I said, I'm just looking at your beautiful face.
Oh, you too.
But we've been seeing the pictures though, knowing what you're doing.
Yes, but still, I missed you guys so much. Like, I was just, it was hard. But I'm here and I'm very happy and I feel so blessed to be here. I feel blessed to be alive, to experience everything. I always say that every day is another opportunity to love better, to enjoy your life. You really have to enjoy your life, guys, because you don't gain back time, but I want you to savor every minute that you're given as a gift, because it is a gift. So I'm really, 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 really happy to be back. I'm really, really looking forward to everything that is unfolding. I was in two of the meetings that I watched back what our CEO said. And I can't just, when I look at him, I just want to hug him. Because his heart is so pure, guys. Like, he's so pure, and he's all about fulfilling the promise that he made all of us. He's all about fulfilling his own destiny as well, because this is it tied into his destiny. He has to fulfill it, and he's not about to give up, and he's not about to let things go. It's like, nope, we are there, we're moving forward, we're doing it. It doesn't matter what comes, whether storms, whether there are mountains in front of us, they'll be leveled. Mountains get leveled. I mean, I live in Europe, and there's a part in the south of Germany where they had to drill through the mountain to get the train to, they drilled through the mountain, and the train runs there now. So there are many places that, especially when you're riding to Frankfurt, there are many places where you're under the mountains and everything. And I was like, when you look at it from the outside, you're thinking, oh my God, who came up with an idea to actually pierce through the mountain so that, they can reach their destination or reach another city? So it tells you the attitudes of the people that were looking at it. They were like, a mountain is not a barrier. We will find a way around it, under it, behind, whatever, but we are getting through. And this is the mentality of ONPASSIVE. You see something big in front of you, you're like, okay, how do we get through this? There's no turning back. How do we get through it? We are going to the other side. It doesn't matter what it takes, but we are going through. And this is the mentality that all of us have to adopt in life, in everything, that when there's a challenge or there's a mountain in front of you, a giant in front of you, you don't back down, you don't run, right? Because there's a power that is in us. We are here, we are people of destiny, and there's something that's not going to let us give up. We cannot give up. We cannot give up. Humanity, there's so many things that are counting on us to make it, in order for them also to make it. Our children are counting on us to make it, in order for them to build from where we leave, where we leave things, they have to build from there. So they're counting on us to be the trailblazers that they need for us to, we need to be an example. So we cannot afford to give up. We cannot give up on our dreams. We cannot give up on ourselves. Other days are more challenging than the others, but you can't afford to give up. Every one of us here has a purpose. We all have a purpose, and we all have a destiny to fulfill. We're not here as part of decor. We're not part of the decoration of, no, we are here to fulfill destiny, right? So it's very important to find out, what am I here for? What is my mission? What is my purpose? What am I supposed to fulfill here? And then chase that. And now we're coming together, under this umbrella of ONPASSIVE. There's so many elements to it, but all of us has a part in it. All of us has a part in it. So there's that you can't be idle when you're part of ONPASSIVE, because this dream is big. And it's big, and it needs you to be present. It needs you to be motivated and to be charged in order for all of us to fulfill our destiny. So I was just listening to him, and I looked at him as I said, the gravity of what is happening, or the challenges that everybody is facing. We might hear part of it, but we don't know the big picture. And I can't imagine what they have to, how they pump themselves up to push through and to pull through. But I believe that all of us here are also a reason why they want to pull through, why they wake up and say, you know what, if we don't do it for ourselves, we're doing it for this person, that person, there's people that are really believing in us to make it. If I don't want to make it today, then I'll get up for them, because they're here and they're really rooting for us. So we cannot disappoint them. So all of us cannot afford to just be idle. If it's in our hearts that we're lifting our company up, or it's in our minds, let's do that. And I'm just going to read a passage, and I'm going to quote it from I read scripture, and I'm going to quote it from there. It says, finally, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there's any excellence, if there's anything worthy of praise, think of these things. And I said, You look at our company, what is true about our company? If we sit back here and say, we've been here for so many years and we've watched things progress, what is true about us? The truth about our company is that it is happening and it's moving forward. We have people who are working hard for our dreams to come true. That's the truth, guys. The truth is we have a train station named after us where people are coming every day and they see our name on there. The truth is, there's so many amazing things that are happening and that we also get to witness about our company, our branding, the strategy that we're taking. We've seen so many things. That is the truth, and we have to focus on that. When negativity comes or when anything comes, or you yourself, when you have that moment of doubt, right? Where you're like, oh, is it gonna, because life happens to all of us. And the major thing is that all of us are looking for financial breakthrough, right? And of course, we have to build wealth. But there are times where you've wished that it could happen tomorrow, and you get discouraged. But I want you to sit in the truth. What is the truth about our company? What is the truth about what you're waiting for? All of us are here. We know that there's a promise to a better place, for better. All of us know that there's a promise for better. And it's more than possible for all of us. It is possible. I can't even say anything because there's no impossibility. Everything is possible for us to reach that place of better for all of us. It's there. So what is the truth about our company? So in those moments where you're like, think about the truth. Think about the truth. We have a train station. We have this happening. We have this happening. We have so many things that have been happening. Like when you witness them, some of them look like it's not even, you look at it, you're like, how is it that even possible? That is the truth. Our company is honorable. We have an honorable CEO who doesn't change his word. Every time when he comes here, he still says the same thing. He says the same thing. He's not changing his tongue. He's saying the same things like, it's do or die. Of course we want to do. We don't want to die in this dream. But we are there for it. We are all in for it. We are all in, nothing missing. We are there. Nothing missing. It's not like, oh, I'm in maybe only with my toes. No, everything is in it. We said we are in it and we are winning, because there's no room for anything else to say, okay, maybe I'll put my foot in this other one. No, we are all in, right? So he's honorable. He says he sticks to his word. He's impeccable with his word. Every time when he comes to address us, he has not changed his tongue. He has not changed his mind. He keeps on saying the same things. Like, guys, whatever that you don't see, what you see right now is nothing compared to what you don't see and what we're doing for you guys, for our future. He keeps on saying it. It says when it all unfolds, you guys are going to be proud. You're going to be proud because you're going to realize that, oh my God, I stuck it through and here I am. It's going to look like a dream, right? Here I am and it's all happening, right? I said, whatever is just, think about just things, guys. Work on your mind. Think of what is just. Even if things don't look like whatever, just think of what is just. Think what is pure. For me, purity is love. I look at my company, I look at everyone that is invested in it. It takes love to stay here, guys. It takes life and dedication. And dedication, as much as we want financial gain or whatever, but for us to sacrifice time. Time is much more valuable than money. We're investing our time here. We're investing our hearts. Our spirit is in it. So it's just, that for me, that's purity, the love that we show for our company by being present, by refusing to give up. Let's think about that. If you're not motivated, think about other people that are doing it, to say, you know what, my sisters are here standing for all of us. Yes, I have to get up and be part of this and be a part of this, right? So whatever is lovely, think about all the lovely things. We're here building a family. We're building friendships. We're sharing knowledge that we cannot even pay for. There's some valuable things that we learn here. Some of us, if we had to pay for a course at the university, some of us wouldn't afford what we get from here. There's so much wealth of knowledge that we are sharing here. And just by being here, the exchange of energies that is here is priceless, right? So it's lovely to be here in the midst of this greatness. You can't buy it everywhere, guys. There are places where there's so much negativity. After you leave that place, you want to take a shower. Because you've been immersed in so much negativity. So to be around positive people who want you to win, people that want you to make it, people that want good for you, it is so refreshing, because it doesn't come that easy, right? It doesn't come that easy. It's not something that is like, oh yeah, no. So it's beautiful to be here, to be among, people that are lovely, people that have the same mindset, that want you to win as much as they want themselves to win, right? So whatever is commendable, what our company is doing is commendable, people. If we would start our own companies and we would look at our track record from where our company is and where we are now, from where we started, if we had to build the same thing, I want you to be honest with yourself. Would we be where our company is now? Had you had to do it by yourself, would you be where ONPASSIVE is now? If you had to invest your money and start this, would you be where ONPASSIVE is now? Be honest with yourself. If you had to do it, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be where ONPASSIVE is at that scale where we are now. So if any of us should do it, then, I mean, if it was easy to do, everybody would be doing it. But it's not. But we have all these great people who are driving this thing for us, who are driving it. And where we are, it's a big deal. When I look at the steps and where we are in that short period of time and I see where we are, I'm like, it's a big deal. It is a huge deal. So we cannot take it for granted. We cannot take it for granted, right? So I just need us to speak to ourselves and really be honest and transparent with ourselves to say, if I had to do this, would I be here in this time? No. So we are here and we are a part of this great dream, part of this great movement of people who want to fulfill their destinies, people who want to fulfill their dreams. So we owe it to ourselves to put in positivity. We owe it to ourselves to think of lovely things when we think of our company, right? So, and everything that we do is commendable and it's excellent. I remember when Mr. Ash, at the beginnings, when we didn't know what we're going to build, he said, for me, the standard has to be excellent. Right? If there's anything above excellence, that's what we want. We want to operate in ethically, first of all, and the spirit of excellence should be the spirit of ONPASSIVE. Everything that we do has to be above average. It has to be above average. And that's what we went in with, right? So it says anything that is excellent, let's think of all those things. Anything that is worthy of praise. Our company is worthy of praise. The people that are working hard and waking up every morning for our dream are worthy of praise, all right? Because we're here to fulfill destiny. We're here to fulfill destiny. We're here to live out our dreams. We are here to leave a legacy. We're here to build wealth. So we owe it to ourselves to think correctly. We have to think right. For us to capture this completely and to move in with the spirit of what this dream is, we really have to work with our mindset. So those times when we are, finicky or we're lacking, we owe it to ourselves to say, get up, get up, get up. What I do now every day is I speak to myself. I mean, self-talk is very important. When I feel negativity coming, when you're expecting something to happen or you're disappointed about something, I wake up and I start confessing what I want. I'm like, this is the day that I'm winning. This day I'm winning. This is my day. This is a day where everything that is mine comes to me. All my good comes to me this day. This is a day where doors are open for me. Wherever I go, there is favor. This is a day where I'm protected. Love comes to me. I start speaking to myself to shake that negativity or whatever negative thoughts want to come. I shake them off and I start confessing what I want, right? And I'm very aggressive about it because negativity is so easy to catch on. But when you want to work on something that is building, that has life in it, you really have to be conscious and choose that. Consciously choose that and follow it through. So that's what I do. I mean, negativity comes. I was away for a couple of weeks. I was doing some projects. You go into a theater, you face a lot of different characters and everything, and you have to speak to yourself. You have to speak to yourself like, today I'm here to win. I'm here to share my talent. I'm here to do this, and the space is safe for me. It's safe for me to share my talents, to touch somebody who came here maybe depressed. When they leave this place, their spirits will be lifted and they will remember that there was a woman that was singing that touched their spirit, and that one's good because love transcends, guys. If I'm singing on stage and I'm exuding that love, it goes with the people that came to watch. So that's what I would speak over myself. Right? So I want us to really get our minds together. No matter what is happening in a company, whether they are mountains, I want you to remember that mountains can be leveled, guys. If they cannot be leveled, we can push, we can go pierce through them and get to the other side, to our destiny, our destination. We owe it to ourselves to win. I love you so much. In case nobody told you guys, I love you so much. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. So you see what I was saying? We all heard it. We are all here to fulfill a destiny. And as we all know, when God created each and every one of us, He had a purpose for each one of us. And so we are here to fulfill that purpose, to fulfill that destiny. Thank you very much, Sister Lorato. I'm sure everyone was listening. I always tell people to get your book, get your notebook, get a pen so that you will write down these things, because she said a lot that we can't repeat. And sometimes when somebody presents, by the time they are done, a lot of the things you've forgotten. So it's good to hear and write them down. Well, the good thing is that we have them recorded so we can go back and listen. Thank you very much, sis. Yeah, we really missed you. But trust me, this group is talented. Um, we had a lot, even while Sister Lorato was gone. I'm sure you guys can appreciate that. All right, no more talking. We are on business. And at this time, we are going to listen to our guest speaker. Like I said earlier, he is no one that we need to introduce him because we all know him. And he always brings us, you know, information that you will appreciate it. That if you had to get that information to go to school, you have to pay a lot of money to get it. And we just get it here for free from him. He says it, you know, down to earth way that you will understand. Like our brother said earlier, even if you're not tech savvy, you understand what he's talking about. So at this time, we are going to listen to no one else but our brother Jeffrey Morlock. Please, please get a pen and a paper so that you will write down. That makes you learn. Even if you are going to listen to the recording after, get your pen and paper. I see one of my sisters is showing up her paper and pen right there. So, Brother Jeffrey, we are very pleased to have you here this afternoon, afternoon my time, and we are ready for you, sir. Over to you.
Wonderful. Thank you so very, very much. Wow, I love listening to Lorato. She,
Yes.
man alive. You know what? I couldn't have paid somebody to do a better synopsis and intro into what I'm doing today. So, God bless you, sister. You are, man, you are one of a kind, and I love it. Thank you so very, very much. You know, I want to thank you too, Dr. Patience and Alfred and Marie and Irene and Deb and Lorato, obviously, and all the others that make it so possible for this webinar, and also for inviting me to speak. I certainly agree with everything you guys are saying. I agree with you as well, Lorato. It is a great time to be alive. Today's topic is about ONPASSIVE lifting humanity and how we're going to do it. I want to show in as many ways as possible why we are in such good shape, right? I've condensed it down to about 25 minutes. And Alfred, I'm glad that you, in your intro, you said, hey, you know what, we present facts here, because you're going to get a bunch of them today. You're going to get a lot of facts, and you're going to get a very, very 360 view of exactly what is happening with ONPASSIVE that is going to make us all winners. And Lorato, in your entry here, you mentioned gravity. You're talking about the gravity of what's going on, and I'm so glad you did. Because, you know, when we think of gravity, that's a power that affects us that we don't fully understand. And ONPASSIVE is like that. And we don't have to understand it to know that it affects us in very positive ways. So by the time that we're done here today, I'm really hoping what we realize as part of humanity is that we're all being lifted. Not only the members of ONPASSIVE, but those people that orbit us and are in our universe, they will too. And I'm hoping by the end of this, we all realize and can say full-heartedly that we do stand with Ash and we do stand with his family. Because when we realize all the things that we have going on for us, all the things that ONPASSIVE is doing for us, then any burden that we may feel like we've got to have or something that we shoulder can just disappear or dissipate, knowing that ONPASSIVE is doing the work for us and doing it in far greater ways than we could ever do it on our own. Now, getting into the way I see it, there are two different layers to understanding just how good we've got it, right? The first layer is what I call the corporate philosophy. The second one is about having something literally for everybody on the planet. And we'll go through both of these in detail. Now, the first layer is about the ONPASSIVE mindset and what we're doing with the corporate philosophy to promote our conscious business model. Now, there's several ways that provide the impetus, if you will, right? The momentum for the global lifting of humanity, and a way for those that are willing, in a way, to help do that, like the members of ONPASSIVE are being afforded that opportunity by Mr. Bufara. And these are largely intangible, but from them come the operational philosophies and the framework to produce the tangible solutions that we all get our hands on. And each one of these has its place in helping to lift humanity. So I'm going to go through some of these. And right out of the gate, we have ethical AI development. Now, in this, ONPASSIVE prioritizes ethical considerations. Loretta talked about these ethics, right? In the AI development in particular, we've been talking about those to ensure fairness and transparency, accountability, and that sort of thing. Ethical AI development focuses on ensuring that the AI technologies that we're creating and using are being done responsibly, while putting human well-being and societal benefit at the front of the line, in a way. Now, Mr. Mufara has addressed this directly, saying that we're developing our AI the right way for the right reason. Now, another thing that we've got going on that is for everybody and lifting everybody is responsible innovation. Now, as such, ONPASSIVE is developing solutions that can address pressing global changes like energy and education, but we're also developing very practical things to make life easier for everybody. We've also got diversity, equity, and inclusion in what we're doing. And to this end, ONPASSIVE is fostering this stuff with inclusive environments by encouraging diversity, by recognizing and overcoming biases and other stereotypes and such that may influence decision-making in business, and by ensuring equal opportunity for everybody that's involved, depending on if you're at the center or on the peripheral of whatever's going on. We also take data privacy and security very seriously. ONPASSIVE's made it users' data, the protection and privacy of that data, a priority. And that's why we're making sure that we've got a robust security measure all in place, like the cutting edge encryption techniques, the AI machine learning to improve threat detection, response capabilities, all those things, the OTPs, single sign-on, and all of that, and a lot more. We're also what we call human-centered design, right? That's part of the philosophies, our operational philosophies. And ONPASSIVE has made it a point to design solutions that prioritize, in a way, human well-being through, again, fairness, empathy, and compassion. And it's because of this that we can rightfully say that we have AI with heart, and that we are the correction to the corruption. And there's no other company on the planet that can rightfully say that. We've also got collaboration, right? Strategic partnerships. Now, ONPASSIVE has been following a path of collaboration for a long time, not only within the company's teams and the departments working together and with each other, but I mean, just look at how we work with other businesses and with governments, not to mention the many strategic partnerships that we developed over the last couple of years. Opportunities for success are strengthened by building these lasting relationships, and they're for each and every one of us so that we can ensure our success as well. ONPASSIVE also has a very large investment in education. ONPASSIVE is a huge proponent of education, especially in the digital arena. We are, after all, IT and AI, right? We have digital programs that are going to bridge the gap in a way, that are going to provide opportunities the world over. I mean, we've even created an online learning system, right? Our flagship product we call Academy, that is being proved and provided to governments and institutions as a standard for future learning. So we have really got some things going on with that. We also deal with and are a big proponent for environmental sustainability. In this, I mean that ONPASSIVE has made it a point for developing eco-friendly solutions that cover everything from new technologies for a cleaner world to inexpensive or free energy to help humanity as a whole. I mean, we've all heard Mr. Mufara talk about the importance, if you will, of being good to the planet and to the people, right? That's part of being a conscious business. And to that end, he has hinted at inventions and products that are aimed at sustainable energies that will reduce the cost of living and will create greener ways to help take care of our planet. One of the big things for me is conscious leadership. Now, in all honesty, I know of no other company on the planet that better embodies conscious leadership principles than does ONPASSIVE. And this means that we're prioritizing empathy, self-awareness, and long-term thinking, right? It brings us back to AI with heart, compassion, and compassionate action, and providing the ability, of leaving a legacy to our families as we move forward. Now, conscious leadership, I want to kind of spend a minute here, because this conscious leadership is a leadership approach that emphasizes being aware of oneself. It emphasizes empathy and understanding of interconnectedness for everybody. And there are some key features that you're going to recognize when I delineate these a bit. You're going to go, wow, okay, yeah, every one of these actions got them, and ONPASSIVE's got them, right? Now, the first one's what we call radical responsibility. A conscious leader takes his purpose to a full responsibility. In other words, they hold themselves responsible for their thoughts, their emotions, and their behaviors, right? Another key component of that is self-awareness, in that conscious leadership requires us to be aware and using what we call intentionality, doing things on purpose, right? There's also something called above the line, in which a conscious leader views the world as a series of opportunities rather than threats. A lot of times I'll say, if you're thinking life comes at you, you should probably be switching that around and just know that life comes to you and not at you. And that's part of a conscious leader, is they can see that the world has opportunities, and that's how they see it. Conscious leaders are also very intentional, in that they are incredibly intentional individuals to start with, and they do things with design. They do things on purpose. Obviously, Mr. Bufara fits squarely into that category. Conscious leaders are also about empowerment, and they focus on leading by example and empowering others. They're all about connection, in that conscious leadership is about connecting not only to ourselves, but to others and those around us. Conscious leadership also has what we call an open-mindedness, and it invites innovation by keeping an open and flexible mindset. The last thing that's part of a conscious business model is that it's team-centric, or conscious leadership focuses on building a culture of we rather than one of me. So we seek to extend outward to others instead of inward and being selfish. So in short, conscious leadership is an approach to leadership that emphasizes self-awareness, empathy, and an understanding of the connectedness of everybody, right? It rewards and requires a high level of self-awareness, intentionality, and a focus on building a culture of we and not me. Conscious leaders take full responsibility for their thoughts, their emotions, and behaviors, and they lead by example to empower others and invite innovation. Now, if each and every one of us followed Mr. Mufara's example, that's what we would become, and that would be absolutely awesome. Now, all these things that I've mentioned so far, the ethical AI development, responsible innovation and diversity and inclusion, and the data and security and human-centeredness and collaborative partnerships, education, all these things, right? We can see that ONPASSIVE, as an AI IT company, with these, through these, can contribute to a more conscious and compassionate global business ecosystem, and thereby can lift humanity and promote a better future for each and every one of us, especially those that are members. I mean, man, we stand to benefit a lot more than perhaps some others. Now, the second layer that we're going into, I know that was a lot, but the second layer that was mentioned earlier, to understanding just how good we've got it, is found in the ways that back up, right? That strengthen our ability to say that ONPASSIVE has something for everybody. Now, the way I see it, there's at least 3 components to this second layer that give us a rather unique ability, in my opinion, to have something for everybody. Now, the first component is found in the integration and the automation of what we call the OES, right? Which is an AI-driven marketing platform that holds our complete digital ecosystem. Now, as a platform, it's completely automated and has all the components integrated into the system, and so it operates as a single solution. Now, what I'm getting at here, though, is the central nervous system of that OES, in a way, is made up of a few things, like 5 different things. It's got financial, marketing, it's got connectivity, and it's got verification systems all integrated with it, as well as an AI that runs the automation and an AI that is emotionally intelligent, and that interacts with users in the platform. Now, as an aside, in a way, it's also been designed with a human oversight component, in that in the event that the AI that interacts can't decide what to do, it'll pass the conversation off to a real person to get real solution or resolution. Now, all 5 of these are integrated with each other, as well as the product suite. So you can see where the power is running in the background. We don't even know it's but still working for us and doing all the work for us. We don't have to sweat the load on it. And these are the benefits of the system and its users. This stuff isn't available to people, commercially, including our AI. But again, not to worry, because there are accounting and marketing and AI-driven virtual assistant tools and all that are going to be made available commercially. Now, the second component to our ability to have something for everybody is actually that digital ecosystem, and not the things running it, but the actual system itself, which is our suite of cutting-edge solutions that are designed to automate business growth and to drive that innovation. And for a long time, we've said that anybody that does anything on the planet is going to have reason to come to us. Now, the digital ecosystem is what backs that up. And we've got a couple of dozen products that we know of inside the ecosystem, and we've got others that we still don't know about, right? Now, this will help with three different scenarios, right? Because you can have somebody that has no online connection at all. Then you've got people with an online connection, but they have no real presence or business. And then you've got somebody with an online presence or business. And any one of those scenarios can use whatever they want to as far as how we offer for somebody, because sooner or later, we're going to have physical products available, right? So for those without an online connection, ONPASSIVE is going to have physical products that they're going to be able to offer and they'll be able to use that will make their life better. Now, somebody with internet and no business, that's easy enough to deal with if they want a business, because in about 10 minutes, they're going to be able to set up and become a reseller of the ONPASSIVE products for a ready-made business. And then for the person that's got a business, ONPASSIVE can offer their cutting-edge solutions for any part of that business that they can use to help manage or grow that business for a whole lot less with better products than what's currently out there. Now, the third component to our ability to have something for everyone is found outside of the OES by way of developmental philosophies. Now, I loved thinking about these because it dawned on me that everything ONPASSIVE does can, in one way or another, track back to one or more of these. Okay, so let me go through these. First thing we've got is diverse products and service offerings. Now, ONPASSIVE has developed a range of products and services, which include physical products for the folks without internet that they can use, And we're catering to various industries and all the sectors. Mr. Mufar has even said, very boldly that we will be in every sector on the planet. I believe we already are, or we're certainly well on our way there. And we are also aiming these at customer needs across the entire planet. So each and every one of these are solutions that will fulfill a specific needs. So they're not just something out there that we're hoping somebody's going to want. These are things that are already out there that are already being wanted. So these are a no-brainer for folks to start using. We've also got what we include or have called inclusive design, and all of our solutions are accessible. They're user-friendly and adaptable for people with disabilities, different languages, cultural backgrounds, and this is irrespective of social or even economic status. We've also got what's called customization or personalization. Now, Mr. Mufar has talked about the ability for our solutions to provide customization or personalization factors that accommodate specific customer requirements or prevents, I'll instead of saying that, I'll just say it's aimed at specific requirements or preferences of the customer or the user. And in this, we also have affordability because our pricing caters to different budgets, meaning, there's affordable options for individuals and small businesses. Not only are they affordable, but again, they're a lot less expensive than similar products on the market. And they in turn provide what we have also called an overmarket value. We also have scalability. We've talked about this a lot. Everything ONPASSIVE offers is scalable in one way or another. And as such, our solutions can be tailored to meet the needs of individuals, small businesses, even large enterprises. We've also got global reach because not only does ONPASSIVE have physical offices on several continents, but we've mastered a virtual kind of expansion, if you will, because our services are reaching a global audience to accommodate different languages, currencies, regions, cultural requirements. I mean, we're not stopped by any borders. As we mentioned earlier, we've also got partnerships and collaborations. Now, ONPASSIVE has been forming partnerships with other companies, organizations, and experts to expand our offerings and our expertise. And these collaborative endeavors make us and our partners better companies, make us better at sharing what we've got and doing what we do, and able better to anticipate any emerging trends, if you will, and technologies that we're going to have as we move forward. We've also talked about our innovation labs in that we have continuous innovation with what we're doing. And as witnessed by those labs, ONPASSIVE continually invests in research and development to stay ahead of the curve in a way, right, by addressing emerging customer needs. And this development includes physical inventions as well as new technologies. We also have what's called a customer-centric approach. And as alluded to by the custom ability, the personalization of what we do, ONPASSIVE makes customer satisfaction a priority, right? If not the reason for our existence. And this includes support and feedback to ensure that solutions meet their evolving needs as well. And we've also got ethical considerations. And I think we can all agree that Mr. Mufara has created a company that embeds ethical considerations into our product development. And he's gone to great measures to ensure that everything, especially our AI systems, are fair, transparent, and unbiased. And we've seen it in the way that he does business and the considerations used for developing his company as a whole. Now, by embracing and employing all of these strategies, ONPASSIVE as an AI IT company ensures that it's got something for everybody, especially its members. And all the things we've talked about here show that ONPASSIVE's mindset, right, is going to have a positive global impact. It's driven by heart and compassionate action for the ultimate goal of lifting humanity. And we're all part of that. ONPASSIVE has done, it is doing all the work. And believe it or not, Loretta, you touched on that in your opening there. You know what? And so we should be opening up and just enjoying the journey on the way to where we're going, and be rest assured that we're being lifted as members, even as we're being empowered to lift those around us. Now, That was a lot, and I spoke rather quickly. But in closing, I want to take a little bit and just talk about Mr. Mufara and what he said the other day, and kind of expand a little bit on how I feel, and I think a lot of us feel about that, because we're talking about an extraordinary individual, Mr. Mufara, Ash Mufara, right? Somebody that's dedicated to promoting conscious business and compassionate action in all the right ways. He's a remarkable man. He's demonstrated exceptional leadership, vision, and compassion for us over the last several years, and certainly inspired countless others to join him in his journey to lift humanity, and all of us are part and parcel with that journey. He's shown us that business and compassion can be complementary forces, right? It can be used for driving positive change. And he's shown us all, meaning that he's demonstrated to us in one way or another, a steadfast commitment to very high standards, while also demonstrating that success and integrity go hand in hand. And it's true. I mean, we've been at this for probably a bit longer than what we've expected, but armed with a vision for a better world, Mr. Mufar has been working selflessly to empower each of us, every one of us, to embrace our own full potentials. His compassion and empathy have touched the lives of a lot of people, right? Providing hope and support to those that need it most. I mean, think about this. He's inspired a new generation of conscious entrepreneurs and change makers. He's fostered a culture of compassion, inclusivity, and social responsibility. He's championed innovative solutions for more sustainable and equitable futures for all of us. And he's demonstrated that business can be a powerful force for good. So, in closing, let me just acknowledge that and ask that we would all support what he stands for, which is an unrelenting passion for creating a better world. And I encourage all who will to stand with him, stand with us and his family as they continue, as Mr. Mufar continues to inspire us to work with heart for a brighter future where business, compassion, and humanity all thrive together. And thank you, everybody here, for making this possible. Thank you, Mr. Ash Mufar, for your extraordinary leadership, your vision, and your compassion. The impact of the efforts that you're sharing on humanity is immeasurable, and we are forever grateful. Thank you. Thank you.
I told you. So thank you, Brother Jeffrey, for that presentation. Like we said, you said it just easy, clear, very understandable. And I'm sure a lot of us here appreciated it so much. Thank you very much. I'm sure that there are people that will have questions, but we will keep that during our question and discussions. So with that said, thank you, Brother Jeffrey. We're gonna move on. And I always say this is my bestest part of the webinar, the updates. And you all saw that face that popped up. He is gonna give us the updates for today and his team. And so over to you, Brother John.
Oh boy, oh boy. Well, good afternoon to everybody. Good evening from wherever you may be. I'm just listening to Brother Jeffrey's talk, and then I just thought to myself, I hope that you don't get disappointed, because the A team of the update is not here today. But honestly, this is something that, as Brother Jeffries is sharing, it sort of gave me goosebumps, and I really want to thank Brother Jeffries a lot for really expanding on what he did, and also really for bringing out a lot of the information that our CEO gave this week during the um, the OP 360. So as you realize, as I said, the update team is on the road today. So it looks like you guys are stuck with me like the C team here. But before I start, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful mindset. Sister Lerato Shadare Prosperity, we missed you all these days, these weeks, these months, which looked like a year. Thank you for coming back. The mindset that you shared basically was the updates that I'm going to share, because as you know, the main topic of the week has been what our CEO came out and what he shared in the ONPASSIVE 360 webinar. And Sir Jeffrey just elaborated a lot of stuff. I had a chance to go through that video, or the YouTube video, of what Mr. Ashmofari said, and I was sort of just taken in awe. And then I sit down and I hear our sister sort of bring out so much, and then King Jeffries just came and spoke a lot here. And I was sitting here thinking, what can I actually share based on what our CEO said? And thank God, one of our other leaders, not only in OnPassive, but who always comes to this platform, Michael William M., put out something just in the nick of time. And I thought, what the heck? Why try to reinvent the wheel? So, what I'm going to actually do here is I'm going to share. I hope you can see. Can you see the screen with the hello friends, Sister I?
Yes, we can see
Yes,
it.
I see, very clear.
Great. So what I'm gonna do is I've taken Mike Williams' um, email that he sent out, and I've created a couple of slides, and I highlighted some things there which really I'm looking at it and I'm kind of proud of myself, because listening to Sir Jeffries and some of the things that he brought out, I made a kind of not so gallant an attempt to bring them, but I'll just go through that letter, read, and let's just share that, because that's really would encapsulate what we have as the updates. So he started by saying, hello friends, you were on OP360 webinar. Were you on OP360 webinar this past Wednesday? Unfortunately, I was not able to attend as I was out of town, but I certainly listened to the recording. I would say that even if you haven't had a chance, go back and listen to the recording. And boy, was our CEO fired up. I can't wait to see the massive positive changes. Our CEO will never quit working on our future, and I am so proud to be part of OnPassive. Again, King Jeffries just spoke from his heart. He talked about those three different layers of OnPassive, and you will see why those of us who are here will really be feel blessed for being here. As Mr. Ashmofari is a man of his word and has stated that what he has done, meaning that this has already been done in the past. A few people actually listen to the webinar and say, oh, what's he going to do? It's done. It's just that he was just telling us, when you see it, don't start seeing it as if it's some sort of changes, but they're already done. But basically, he said those changes are going to blow our minds. So again, buckle up, buckle up. That we will be proud that we stuck with OnPassive. He is correct in that no one is willing to do what we're able to do as OnPassive. No person, no company. And if you just listen to what our brother Jeffrey just said, there is no company in the world at the moment that has either this consensus leader that has this ecosystem, or even all those layers of um, of embodiment that he has shared with us. So Ash did say it that why he is sticking to it is because no one is willing. And he did say in the video that it is not a matter of people not having the financial means or the technical means to do it. It is just the willingness. Again, that's where the corruption comes in. And when he is fighting to correct the corruption, is because there is no company out there that is willing to do what OnPassive has embarked on. OnPassive is a must, it is a need, it is for everyone, and it is for everywhere. So if you didn't just listen to the things that our brother just talked about, the inclusiveness, the customization, the scalability, the global reach, the cultural reach, and then this one phrase really, as Michael Williams put it, thank you, brother Jeffries, again for really unpacking it for us. Take a listen at that recording, even more than once, if you have to, and you fully get what he said. So for those of us who are here, I think we have the benefit of having heard it from our sister. We haven't heard it from our brother, and we're hearing it from me reading this message from our brother Michael William. And then when you listen to what Mr. Mufare said, it will be crystal clear. Therefore, why is it that way? Because we are blessed to be in a company that we have the best CEO in the world, and we are part of the best company in the world. As I learned today, we have a consensus leader, and we are in a company where consensus leadership is at the forefront. Something else, may adding the else to think about. As Michael Williams said, Tony Robbins. If you don't know who Tony Robbins is, please go try and really look back. This is a preeminent business philanthropic and a very uh, motivational speaker. Tony Robbins gave a speech where he explored the factors that make the difference in people's lives, emphasizing on the importance of hunger, strategy, story, and state. And what Michael Williams then did in the next couple of paragraphs was really unpack this a bit more. Here are some highlights. Hunger is the most important key to success, even more crucial than talent or skill. And I mean, we got talent and we got skill anyway. People who have everything handed to them often lack hunger and drive needed for success. Those who have faced adversity and injustice can achieve extraordinary levels of success. Let me read this again. Those who have faced adversity and injustice can achieve extraordinary levels of success. We know, and when you watch that video, I said it really, Mr. Mofare said he was talking to us as an individual, as a person, as a human being. And he talked about the adversity and injustice he has faced on this journey, which would have made any ordinary person just put up their hands and said, I give up. But those who actually face it can achieve extraordinary levels of success. Three key breakthroughs are strategy, story, and state. Once you already gone through that hunger, the right strategy can save time and money. And our king brother Jeffrey talked about some of the ONPASSIVE strategies here. And we're blessed to be on this platform today. The story we tell ourselves can either limit or empower us. Mindset. Our sister helped us on that. And our state determines how we think, feel, and impacting our relations and our strategies. So let's just touch on the hunger. And the question is, are you hungry for success? If your answer is yes, Then our brother says, no worries, because ONPASSIVE's got you covered. As Mr. Mufare said, Ash and ONPASSIVE have faced adversity and injustice, but they will never, ever, ever quit. And as we know, quitters never win and winners never quit. So success is ours and is guaranteed, or other phrases that he's used over and over. It's a done deal. Strategy. The right strategy has been implemented by ONPASSIVE with our CEO at the helm. And what does that mean? It means it will give us our desired rewards. When you implement the right strategy, you get the right results. Therefore, ONPASSIVE story is not one of limitation, but it is one of empowerment. So if you can just think about this phrase or this sentence, and think about what we are on this journey for: uplift, empower. That is what ONPASSIVE is all about. So just take a look around us. The many lives that have been empowered, the O Connect webinars, the social media postings, and everything that the company has been doing up to date. Then it comes to this next idea about the state of mind. What's in your state of mind right now? Are you one of those who is concerned? Are we there yet? Are you one of those who are concerned? What is happening tomorrow? Are you the one who, as our sister said, has seen that mountain and is just concerned that, oh, I just seen an obstacle? Or are you one of those who figure out a way that we have to tunnel through? Fortunately, we're blessed to have a company where the leadership and our CEO, they're ready to just tunnel through to get to the other side. So based on that, are you excited? Do you really understand what it is exactly that we really want? And our CEO is doing things in his way so that as long as we're in it, you will win. So that slogan, in it to win it, is not just a dry word. Then our story. What is the story that you're going to tell, and how would that impact or inspire others? What we're being told here is buckle up, get your game plan ready, because it is going to be epic. Humanity, brace yourselves, because here comes ONPASSIVE. And he ended up this by just wishing each and every one of us a wonderful weekend. And this was an email that was sent by no one other than one of our great leaders in ONPASSIVE, Mr. Michael Williams M. And I wanted to share this because, again, I will tell you personally, there have been some people who have said, oh, we heard our CEO came out, and some people are worried, some people are concerned. If you're in the kitchen and you know how the food is being prepared, you will know when the table is ready to be served. And those of us who have been blessed and are on this platform here today, I really want to thank the two previous speakers, because they did a great, great, excellent, superfluous job. And I hope that stepping in as a backup for the update team, Queen, you didn't get let down too much, and I'm going to stop here and hand it back over to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Dr. John. You stepped in that shoe so well and you fitted well in it. Thank you. That was really awesome. And you know what? I believe in prophecy. So somebody says it and then it is confirmed by the other. So you know it's true. So Sister Lorato said it, and then Brother Jeffrey said the same thing, was in the same line, and now it's confirmed, you know, with this email that we had within the week. So you know that ONPASSIVE is not just joking, it's not just talk. You can see how the ideas are matching. The truth is coming from various angles, not even planned. So thank you very much, Dr. John. I read that email. I don't think I understood it this well until when I listened to the previous speakers and then you crowned it, and it makes so much sense than what I got. And those who are still afraid, those who are still unsure, I don't know how we can fix it again. I don't know how we can make it better, but that was awesome. So thank you so much. All right. I'm sure that a lot of people listen to Brother Jeffrey. Now they listen to Dr. John, and they probably, their brains are spinning. They have questions. They have some things that I need to clarify. And so this is the moment. Questions and discussion. This is the moment for you. So if you have a question, please, you're going to raise your hand up electronically, or if you have your video on, hopefully we can see you. If you raise your physical hand up, you can also type your question in the chat, and we will get to you today, because I know there are so many people who have so much to say, just making comments or asking a question or needing some clarifications. And so
Sister I?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm sorry I have to interrupt here.
Oh, that's okay.
Brother Jeffrey had to step away, so I just want to let everyone know, if you have any question for him, he will be back if he's unable to answer. I just want to let that known. He just stepped away. He has something to do, and he may be back shortly. Thank you. Back to you, Sister Erin.
Okay.
All right. Before Brother Jeffrey come back, let's close this session, okay, and then start the recording for the Q&A then. So if we can close YouTube and close this section, then we can start the recording for the Q&A.
Okay. So as you all heard, the discussions that we had, people might be asking questions that might involve proprietary information, and we do not want to put that out there in the public. So at this time, we are going to say thank you, and have the best rest of the day. For those who are joining us via YouTube, because that's public. And but if you are on YouTube and you have the means to join us on O Connect, please do, because we're going to continue, but we will close the YouTube at this time. So thank you very much for all who are joining us from YouTube. We will be back same time next week. And as you know, within the week, there are many other webinars going on Monday through Saturday, and we're back on Sunday. So make time and join those webinars within the week. Thank you so much, and have a blessed week. We'll see you on Sunday.
Thank you, Sister I. As we shut down YouTube, I just want to appreciate the question and discussion team. Sister Aisha, are you in? As I know you've been popping in and out. Sister Aisha, I think the internet has been popping in and out. Anyway, so as Sister Irene says, join Queen Miriam Mindset Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join a deep dive globally changing life. Please, packed with a lot of information. Our own Queen Queen Benny is doing a series to stay protected on Tuesday, and there's a lot of financial and nutritional on Thursday. Deep dive globally changing life, Tuesday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join Julie Pierre Empowering Humanity on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It might change to 8. Just watch out on the announcement. There's a lot of financial education going on that platform. Please join and get yourself educated. Join our brother on Barat International. They are daily. It is 9 or 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget our sisters and brothers in All Passion Singapore Global at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday morning, and our sister One Global Movement daily at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all for joining us on YouTube. We'll see you all next week on Sunday, same time, 12:45 Eastern Standard Time. Bye for now.